Hello. Unboxing stream? Kinda, sorta, a little bit. Actually, I knew with the rest of the box. Where did I put the box? It would help if I had it, huh? Oh. I need this box for sure. Hi, everybody. Hey, Alex, can you come get me... Wait, sorry. Can you get me an email session who's running lube right now? Oh, Scar, I think it's a little late. I think that whole... Unfortunately, that whole thing is way past the time that you can deal with that. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Wasn't there someone who was like helping out with that? If it's still within your year to do so, I don't know how long it's been. I've lost track of time, but 2 years? I can't figure shit out. Oh man, I have literally no clue. Your credit card would usually be the best bet for that.
Almost 2 years.
Panda, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, dude. Yeah. Meant to hit, I ordered it October 25th. Oh, not 2 years. Okay, try your credit card. Try explaining it to your credit card. Sometimes credit cards do up to 365 days. Literally just do a chargeback. If that helps. What was I gonna do? I was getting something and now I totally forgot. Hold on 1 second, everybody. What was I getting? What was I doing? I got distracted. This is not a good thing. Oh, you bought it from a gift card. I have no clue how that works then. Let me think. Let me try to think. Alright, I got everything here. Let me sit down. Whew. What board is this on the desk? The Bauer Lite EC edition. Although, I want to go back in and adjust some of the springs I put inside. It's the EC, actually, right one. EC Bauer Lite. I'm wearing my pajamas today, guys.
Hello, Mr.
I didn't feel like getting
Alexotos.
changed. I'm going to be real with you.
How is the day going?
It's going good. I can't complain. I had a lot to do today, and I got almost all of it done. So, not bad. The only thing I didn't get done was I wanted to go with my haircut today, but I didn't have time. And then I also wanted to shave today, but I didn't have time. So, it's been a very productive day, though. So, Scar, what's crazy about that whole situation is like, I feel like for years it's been like quite shady, and I remember even when they approached me to do a written review for one of their products, I even put in the written review that I feel like low-key it's kind of like bad vibes. Like, I always heard good and bad things about them going both ways, and I think usually when you hear good and bad things, it's like usually bad things. So Alex, I'm in a bind right now, and it would be awesome if you could do me a huge favor. Everything rests on my decision. Can you send me the EC Bauer Lite on your desk? Oh, so nice.
My new rice cooker is out for delivery.
Hey.
Hope to make you some nice slop bowls.
Huh? I've never heard it called like that. But you know what, dude? Fuck yes. Hell yes to that, man. We had what's it called? Ribs. I made ribs for dinner. Ribs are like my go-to cheap meal because you can buy a whole rack of ribs for like $9 to $10. This rack was $9.35. It was $9.35, and then it literally makes a giant meal. So for 2 people, that is like one of my favorite things to get these days. Has anyone ever taught you the boiling water trick? No, I like snapping them in half. I prefer doing that. I like seeing how far I can push the plastic. Gingy, listen. You don't know this, okay? Something I don't tell you guys. I was actually stress testing the plastic for you guys. When I snapped it in 2, I was stress testing it. You don't know it. That was me doing a nice guy review, all right? Now we know you can't do that. I want to put that out there. I feel like that's my own nicety there. You know what I mean? So we're just seeing what else we can do. That's it. Yeah, that's all. That's everything. That's everything. Did you get the emails today by chance? Some. I did see your email. I'm going to be working on that, hopefully. Actually, I don't even know if I can do it this month, but I have your project, which is, I think, one of the biggest projects that I have. That's going to be the most time-consuming one.
Somehow Greg wasn't the first snap set.
Oh my god, dude. That's crazy. Grev, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, dude. I think you owe us an EC Bauer sound test. Sure. We have the AC going right now, so if you hear that, I apologize, but it's really hot for some reason today. I have no clue why. Honestly, I kind of feel like I can't hear it over the AC unit, but it's okay. I will let that, I don't think you guys can hear it. I think it's pretty, like, subtle to you guys. Do I have DCS? I think I have one set of DCS. Best way to break in MX Blacks? I mean, just using them or using a break-in machine, but the break-in machines are kind of annoying. It was a whole ass 28 Celsius today, but the rest of the week's looking a lot better. I really don't get today's temperature. Like, at all. It was so random to me. So crazy. Look at this. Look at this beautiful orange Bauer, bro. I've been using this all day for emails. Honestly, I love typing on this. It is sexy. I freaking love it, dude. The EC Bauer is too good. Low-key, beige is kind of hype. Not even low-key, dude. It's amazing. Beige is amazing. Everyone should love beige. Alright, a few things I want to unbox first, and then we'll talk about our days. Let me see where it's. So, first of all, Sneakbox sent over a big-ass enter key called the Little Bay. So nice.
Good evening, Alex. Hope you are doing well.
Dude, thank you, Skeleton. I am doing okay. Got a lot of stuff done today. So, you know, just doing my own thing. And also sent over, okay, he sent over another one, but I'm not going to open that today because I think I want to actually schedule a day to do this other really cool thing that he sent me. So we're just going to look at this for now, and then we'll do the build. The build is actually using Gatoron Quinn switches today, which everyone's been asking me to do, and so happens to have been sent in the keyboard today, so pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's see. Lil Bay Clear Orange, which is hopefully going to go super well with this orange Bauer Lite. Oh, I have to build it? I thought this would come pre-assembled or something. Let's see. Hell yeah, this is cool. Oh, it does come like pre-assembled. Okay, we're good. It already comes pretty much pre-assembled. I think there's some extra stuff maybe inside, but cool. Dude, look at this. Look at this. It is a big ass enter. How's the full moon looking in Canada? Is there a full moon right now? Okay, what's cool too is I think you can end up putting stabilizers in here and you can use 2 keys. So if you want to. Actually, this is a really fun product. Huh. I want to actually swap the enter key though to perhaps the black one here. I love these little packages, by the way. Oh, these are signature plastics. Oh, wow. That is cool. Cool. I do need a big ass enter when sending emails. Do you need to solder these? No. These look like they're all hot swap. Signature plastics. Impressive. Impressive. Yeah, these are nice. Look at that. Double shot and everything. Wow. Impressive. All right, let's somehow figure out how we're going to take this off. I bought a steel one. It's so good. Yeah, he asked which one I wanted, and I said, just give me that orange one. And I know there's some like polycarbonate ones that cost a little bit more and stuff, but dude, the orange one's pretty sick. I don't know a good way to take this off. I'm just going to try my absolute best to fiddle with it here and eventually pop it off, but I think I got it. There we go. So yeah, it just uses 2 switches. And then no, well, you guess you could put stabs in this if you really want, but I don't think you need to if you're using 2 switches. Hell yeah, that's cool. Bro's gonna snap it? I didn't though. This is cool, dude. It's a little pricey, but honestly, like, I think for what you're getting, it's super good quality. Because I think it was, what, 90 bucks or something like that? Let me see the price for, like, everything. Let me double check. I don't remember now off the top of my head. Super, super cool. How does it taste? This particular one was... where is it? Clear orange. 64. Which is pretty damn good for something like this. And not to say this is super simple either. This got some actual, like, it has some actual design to it. This isn't just a standard little ISO, you know, thing here. It kind of has its own little design with a keycap and stuff, so pretty cool. I like it. This is going to stay on my desk for a little bit here. That is sweet. I love these packagings too, man. These are sweet. It tastes 64. What? Does it need to be soldered? No, this one here doesn't need to be. He sent over one other big thing too, but I think I want to save the other thing for another day as well. Or we could do it today, but I think I kind of want to do... Actually, should we do it today? I don't know what this is. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Alright. I'll open it now. We're gonna loop some switches. I made it. What's up, Mamba? This is a pretty big switch. That thing, he asked me what my favorite switch was, and I said Milky Yellows. So how do I open this? Just like a normal switch? Do I just like... It's so stupid. But I love it. Okay, it's just like a normal switch. I don't want to lube this. In case you guys are wondering, I'm not gonna. This is gonna be a waste of lubricant. Compensating much? Damn. We will riot if you don't lube it. These are really good springs, by the way. These are crazy good springs, by the way, dude. So I'm guessing it doesn't really matter for the orientation of this. I'm guessing. I think I got that aligned. Here, in case you guys want to see this from the side. Wait, this is kind of sick? Yeah, it is. It is really cool, actually. Yeah. So I think that really should be it. Is this right? That was loud. I apologize, guys. But now we have a working switch. Spring ping? Dude, this spring is heavy. This is cool. This is gonna sit on the shelf, dude. This is super cool. That is so neat, dude. Yeah, dude, I feel like you can do a lot of fun stuff with this. I think Novel Keys also sells something like this too, but this one here is pretty neat. I really appreciate stuff like this. This is neat. I think you bent a pin? Yeah. There's a bent pins. No, actually, this is a Hall effect. There's no pins. This is neat. Alright, and then we also got sent one more thing we're going to check out here too. This is the coolest out of everything. I already took a slight sneak peek at this. So again, shout out to Sneakbox. He did send everything here. I also, like, to be completely frank, I was like, hey man, can I take a look at some of these cool things you do? So he sent over a little care package for us to take a look at. And this is another little fun project that I have also been following for a little while. I would say following very loosely, but I've been very interested since I saw it about, what, has it been almost 2 years since I saw this? And then when I saw this run, I think when I saw the Reddit post or something saying this was going to run, I was like, dude, this is up my alley. Because I really like things like this. It is indeed the watch thing, yes. What's up, Muji? How you doing, man? And I gotta say, this thing's gorgeous. I definitely gotta say, I think this has quite literally been like one of the more interesting things I've seen in a long time. Come out of like the Artisan, if you want to call it that, world. But it is a functioning watch. It has a small movement inside. I believe it's a, actually, I have the details. I was actually kind of nerding out with it with another friend. But it's a very small movement with a Miyota 5Y20 quartz movement. And then it has a battery in it too. It's about $300. There's a little sheet of plastic on the top. I'm like scared to remove it, but let's take it off. Let's take it off so you guys can see how beautiful this thing actually is. Fully functioning too. So, Sean, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the sub. Is this a novelty? Yeah, it's a fully functioning keycap. Okay, so the cool thing about this too, which I really, really like, and this is kind of a nerdy object in the keyboard hobby, in my humble opinion, is not only that, but like it's so small that you don't even have to worry about it not, like it's not like some of the other crazy artisans that are like, you know, here's an Artisan, right? By D brand, that's super tall, right? Like this is not gonna protrude too much from the keyboard. In fact, let's grab a keyboard. Put it on this little C-Boss over here. This pretty much stays roughly within the same parameters of our Cherry stuff. It's not crazy tall, which I really like it too. So, lasts about 4 years. You got to send it back. I'm sure you can just open it. Like I wouldn't be afraid to open this if it was me. But I'm sure everyone has a different level of stuff. But I think even the service of being sent back to replace the battery is still really nice. Alex, don't show the Seabass TH. Why not? Pocket, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. What are the perfect keycaps for this? Well, this particular color, honestly, I think Boneyard, but low-key beige looks really good with this too. Just don't. I'm sorry, bro. This is like the only Artisan I find interesting. Yeah, and okay, so it's an interesting topic too, because like, I really like this. I was really nerdy about this. I used to sort of kind of dabble in watches. So for me, this one here was almost kind of like a no-brainer. Like when I reached out, again, to be fully transparent, Sneakbox sent this over. But when I was talking to Sneakbox, you know, we were talking about the cap itself, and I was like, you know what? Like, I told myself, if we can't figure something out, like taking some photos, you know, showing off this a little bit, like I might have to grab one or two of these for myself. This is one of the more unique products, and I really like it. Again, if you guys don't have the means to buy it, don't buy it. Like there's no reason to consume something just for the sake of consuming, right? Like it's no point. But I do think this is one of the nicer singular caps that have come out in a long time. I used to collect Artisans, and before anyone starts going like $300 is a lot, dude, there are Artisans in the Artisan keycap world, even outside of resale value, that go for a lot of money as well. So it can get pretty crazy. So it's just fun. It's just going down these rabbit holes. You know what I mean? The resin space is nasty sometimes. Yes. So again, it's a really cool piece that has, in my humble opinion, been worked on for a little while. It has a cool backstory. So it's a cool pickup for anyone who's interested. And I think it's gorgeous. Like, look at this thing. I think this is gorgeous. And just for the sake of me, like, looking at this, and I was kind of like, okay, does it actually work? It does. When I got it out, I put it on the desk originally, and I was like, oh, it actually like tells the time. Like, you know, in my head, it's still hard to believe, because there's been companies who've released watch keycaps that literally do nothing. So this was a really cool thing. And again, I was even showing some friends. I showed a particular friend of mine who's into watches, and he thought this was the absolute coolest thing ever. So it is a very neat project, and I think anyone who picks this up will really appreciate it. Other than that, it's a very pretty project too. I think it's very classy looking. It's not too much, which I really like. This is sick to add to my watch and keyboard collection. Yeah. A shishi, I sold a shishi for $350 once. Dude, I've had keycaps. Okay, when I was really getting into the hobby, keyboards, and I was really into resin, on average, I think some of the nicer keycaps, even 5 or 6 years ago, well, maybe not 6 years, but 5 years ago, on average, some of the nicer ones were like 150 to 200. There were small batch commission ones I made that were just resin. Like, there weren't even complex pieces of resin that were like 250. So it depends on what you want to spend your money on, which leads me into another topic. First of all, again, I want to say Sneakbox thank you, and also I can't wait to take photos of this thing. I have like so many ideas in mind for taking photos of this. I freaking think this project is so cool. But yeah, another thing too is, I know it's not you guys. I know that. But, what's it called? Hold on one sec. I'll drink some coffee here. I think, what's it called? I think, just because I know some people are going to ask me, no, it's not you guys. I saw some red threads, okay? I just want to, it's a good time to segue into this conversation. I saw those Reddit threads about just people yucking people's yum for collecting things. And I'm going to say this, okay? Because I kind of don't get it. I don't get where everyone got their psychology degrees randomly online, that we can start diagnosing people with problems randomly online. I didn't know about that. I didn't know we all just I didn't know like a whole bunch of people just randomly got them in the mail that were able to do that and just like based off of a singular photo. I don't know. Beats me where everyone got that. That's a crazy one. And then also, I also just like I don't get the picking and choosing of what's cool and what's not cool to spend money on. So, crazy. And with that being said, I hope people are a little bit more open to allowing people to, spend their hard-earned money the way they want to, as long as they're not putting those threads. So, it's just crazy. I think people also look at it from like one narrow, very narrow road. So I don't know. It's a crazy one to me. But at the end of the day, I just hope people are more open-minded about people who participate in the same space as all of us. And maybe to be a little bit more introspective on why are you feeling this level of feelings towards said thing. So, anyways, that's all. Am I allowed to call myself names? No. You're not. Tweet your shirt? Bro, I knew someone was going to say, it's my pajamas, man, okay? I didn't feel like getting changed. Nah, it came like this. We bought the shirt like this. But I've been using it as my PJs because nobody likes it. Everyone thinks it's like a broken shirt. It's whatever, man. It just says Slayer. It's supposed to be like tattered. I knew people were going to say about it. Oh, man. But yes. Beautiful. I might actually swap to this keyboard for the night because I really want to stare at this this keycap. So absolutely insane keycap, dude. Heck yeah, pajamas. Yeah, I'm in full PJ mode. I just really did not feel like changing today. I was too tired. I have the perfect spot for this. I just need to clear out one of the shelves because I have other stuff being displayed. I think I'm going to put this right next to my Clone Trooper helmet. The Lego one. I think it's going to go right next to it. What keyboard is that? This is the Seabass TH edition. Guys, if we have some extra lubricant, which I don't, by the way, but if we have extra lubricant somewhere, I will consider doing it. One second. That's a big milky yellow. All right, well, we've unboxed some stuff as I promised. If you guys want to, and I do encourage it, because talking to Sneakbox has been absolutely an amazing experience. Check out Sneakbox's stuff, guys. Very cool stuff on Sneakbox. Can you film it? I don't think I have. I mean, technically we could make one. Yes. Muji has been, like I said, I saw originally Muji's post like I said, about 2-ish years ago. So when I saw this actually like come to fruition, it was so cool. It was so exciting seeing this come to fruition. This is, like I said, one of the more interesting, neat projects that we don't get to see all the time in the hobby. And like I said too, another very valid point too, guys, is just if you guys can't afford it, don't get it. If you guys are trying to like take out a loan to get it, don't do it. Like, buy within your means, obviously. But very cool project for those who kind of dabble in both watches and keyboards. Wristband for keyboards when? Wristbands. Would the crown scratch when the 1 is pressed? Nope. I mean, here, you guys can take a closer look. I didn't actually test that too much with a bunch of different profiles, but literally they're so far apart that you probably would never make contact. Even if you wiggle it, it's never gonna make contact, see? It's super far apart. Hey Alex, what kind of pour over do you use? I prefer medium or dark roasts. You know what I've learned, and I thought maybe I would be really into light roasts. I don't like light roasts at all. So I had to make my own crown for that reason. That's really cool, by the way. And if you guys want to know some of the other stats on this too, it's not, the only thing it's not, which, like, I'm not surprised, but I understand from Muji's perspective, it's not water resistant. But it does have a dual tone super luminova dial in hand, so should, glow. And then it has sapphire glass, which is a big deal to me anyways. It has some laser engraved unit numbers in the body of the housings underneath. I had to kind of look at that under a magnifying glass. It's kind of small, but yes, it's there. And then it has a SG0 button battery. Super cool. Have you tried Raids HE? Not yet, but everyone has been telling me about Raids. But you know what we're using tonight? We're using Quinn switches. We're building a Sat75 with Quins. Asterisk. The name of the set is Retrozuian. Adam, was it you who's been telling me to use Quinn switches? Typing on Quins right now. Everyone's been telling me to use them. So, as a fair warning, we were supposed to do an F1 8X tonight. I think this is more my fault. I thought for some reason I was rebuilding the F1 with new switches. I didn't fully process that I was rebuilding the F1 and redoing the switches. So that's on me. We're just gonna do the stream tomorrow afternoon because I've already half done it, but I can't finalize it all on stream tonight. So the F1 will be pushed to like midday tomorrow, and we'll just do the F1 then. But yeah, I had no clue that I had to clean up the switches, and I don't know why in my brain I thought I was desoldering and putting new stuff in. So shake my head. Yo, that's my B, guys. Little my B. Sat with Quins. Okay, I'm excited. Can you do it at 3 a.m.? Can you show the case for the Mio? This guy? So, okay, funny story. I brought this to my girlfriend to show her, right? She looked at me with a face like this because she thought this was a grinder. Not that it's bad, but because she just thought I was picking up a new habit or something. So she was, I think, sad that maybe it was going to be a new thing I was spending money on. So this is the case. You see it? No, a different type of grinder. Ooh, that's a funny noise. There's a little O-ring in the middle there. Engagement ring? That'd be a weird engagement ring box though, no? Grass variety? Yeah, it's a cool case for this too. Pretty neat. That noise was horrible. Sorry about that. That's my stomach in the morning, you know what I mean? Alright, let's start. What the heck switch is this? I don't know what switch this is. I didn't even realize there was an extra switch in here. That noise brought back some memories. I love the Sat75X, by the way. I think this is such a cool project. Alex finally getting me an engagement ring. That's sick. Alex proposing to me at NK. Yo, Adam. I cannot wait to see you. If Adam wins something at the NK meetup, though, because there's usually some giveaways, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably record the whole thing and tell you guys. That's the gift switch cannon key. Oh, is it actually? What switch is it? Do you know? I don't know if they told you in like your order or whatever. I'll put it back. I have no clue. I didn't know this was maybe for me to use, but love the Mio. Can't wait for mine to come in. Which color did you get? I'm probably gonna take some photos during the day tomorrow or maybe Wednesday. But I kind of also want to do like a little TikTok on this. I have a feeling there's a lot of people who haven't really gotten to see this yet that I think some people will really like this. It's such an enjoyable piece of the hobby. I love this thing, by the way. Art-wise and just thinking out the box-wise, this is so cool. I love this thing. It is super neat. Alex making short-form content. Honestly, as much as I hate doing it sometimes, it actually does help the channel sometimes. But yeah, usually don't love making it, but... Alright. So I guess let's just start with the feet. Short form content's actually one of my least favorite things to do these days. That's why I don't do it very often. The only time I ever do it is because I know it actually helps us grow. But it's not something I absolutely love doing. It's really boring to make. Does anyone know what board the 60% is? It's the CBOS TH edition. You need to put more short form content out there to drown out all the Aula ads. No, you know the only thing I'm getting on my timeline now, and it's not like I've ever looked it up, nothing. It's just, I guess people are promoting it now, is all these Sora AI 2 videos or whatever. I'm guessing a bunch of influencers got contacted by them and are doing like paid content with them. None of which is disclosed, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, guessing that's what's going on. It's little garbage. It's like, it's worse than brain rot, in my humble opinion. The name of the Artisan, this is, if you guys just want the like full-on link, I can put it in both the chats. Is this the right thing here? Yeah, here. Oh, I can't put it in YouTube chat. But it's just the Mio 1U watch keycap. Just Google that and you guys should pick it up. You made them sound like some aliens made contact with them. Oh, I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's always so messy to do paid content and not disclose it. I hate when people do that. Okay, I guess let's just start with the PCB and stuff. The CBOS is really pretty. The side screws are in different spots. Yeah, I don't really know why per se, but it's supposed to be a more budget-oriented board. Isn't it illegal to not disclose paid content? I don't want to get into it too much because I don't really know what like the legal repercussions are. I've always done it. Like I always tell you guys when we receive something or get something, but like, so for me, it's never been like something that's crossed my mind, but like, as far as I know, you're supposed to, or you can get fined or something. But to be honest, I don't really see a whole hell of a lot of people do it all the time, or at least be consistent with it. I don't know. I feel like there's probably ways that people work around it or something. But yeah, I thought you were supposed to. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to. I know you said you're not bringing boards to NK, but could you bring the CBOS? I don't know if I want to bring boards across the border at this current time. I'm usually already not a fan of that, but like, I feel like, yeah. I don't want to get into it right now, but like, I feel like it's going to be even tougher now. At least you don't hold back on criticism with sponsored content. Yeah. I don't know, case in point. I don't know. I feel like I hate defending myself because of this. I feel like no one even is attacking me right now, but I feel like I've been attacked so much over the years that I have to bring this up. It's like recently we did the KBD fans Tofu TKL. I'm literally sponsored by them, and I give them the most criticism. So I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I get shit for no reason, but it's fine. I spent forever today looking at Alex's build Ola. Oh, I never built that board. No one reached out to me. I don't know. I think maybe they just thought I wouldn't like it or something. As a watch nerd, I approve of that keycap, considering how much watches cost. That thing is nothing. I also agree in consideration for how much watches cost. Plus, I think this was done very beautifully. I think this is very much worth the money. Alex the type of guy to get sponsored by metal keycaps and then tell people not to buy them in his review. Yeah. I was so convinced the video existed. A lot of people wanted me to build it. I just never did. It was never done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stabs. And this is... Do you want 7U, by the way, to the owner of the board? 7U or 6.25U? I appreciate you pointing out the metal keycaps for messing up your switches. Yeah. I hope other people did. I hope people were honest with that particular brand of keycaps. Did you lube the Quins? I did. I actually think they were extremely inconsistent. I actually do think, too, Adam, they sound way different lubed. But yes, I think the consistency of these were typical of Gatoron. Because it's Gatoron, right? No, I'm not too sure. Yeah, typical of Gatoron. 6.25U, got you. Very, very typical of Gatoron switches. Which is not really saying much. Give me the new workboard? Hell yes, dude. Yeah, you were mentioning that to me. Where is the original stream? Right now? I don't know how to answer this question. Here. Or are you talking... Wait, Joseph, are you talking about the Seabass? I guess I don't know how to answer this question. Are Quins silent? No. They're tactile switches. Actually, quite a nice tactile switch. Not that I use very many tactiles. Alright, let's start doing this. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? Did everyone have a good one? Everyone feeling good? How would you compare to Type Rs? Let me install them on the board first, then I'll kind of, I guess, mention it. But I think compared to Type Rs, just from the in-hand feel, I still think Type Rs are more aggressive. But these are like a nicer, almost there, middle ground kind of thing. So, I don't know, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Hey, a build stream on a keyboard I can afford aside from the keycap? Oh, the keycaps today that we're using are bento. I think that's what the customer... Actually, bento on white looks really good. But yes, this is a nice board. If anyone has recommendations on how to find/make an Ola supported Bluetooth... Oh, yeah, that whole board I didn't really get to look too much into. Mew and Slayer. I was thinking to pair this with either a beige keycap set or Boneyard. That's kind of where I'm at with this particular keycap. So I think I might dress up one of my Mantas in Boneyard and then change it to Boneyard plus that. Is there a keyboard that you bought in the past that you'd rebuy to relive the experience? Ooh, what an interesting... Dude, that's an interesting question. I think one of the more fun keyboards... I didn't purchase this and I don't have it anymore because we gave it away. One of the more interesting experiences, I think... Annette, shut the fuck up, dude. Dude, Annette's just rubbing salt in people's wounds right now, dude. One of the more interesting experiences I had with a keyboard... I think was that, I don't remember the name. You know the keyboard with the suspension? The Noir N1, I think it was called? That was an experience. That literally sticks out in my mind as something like fun to do. So again, I didn't buy this, and we gave away the unit that I received. But if I could, I might buy myself another one, because that was one of the more fun experiences to build. And I think next up, another really fun experience had to be... Actually, no. It wasn't like a standout experience. I don't know. I was gonna say the Class 60 was an experience, but maybe, I think, oddly enough, and I hate saying this, by the way, this is a bit of nostalgia. I do think the Rama M60 was a bit of an experience for me back in the day to do, but I wouldn't rebuy it. But if I could get a brand new unit out of magical thin air, that would be fun to do. Terrible keyboard in retrospect because it's an integrated plate, but fun experience. There's a new class board. I have not seen it. Hopefully we get to see it though. Class 0413 SE in brass, $2,000. Anyone want to buy it? Jeez. That's expensive, man. For me, it's the January 60. It's not a fancy board, but I was obsessed with it for so long. Hell yeah, man. What about you guys? What's the board you would rebuy just for the building experience or the nostalgia? The Class full-size board? Oh, is that a new one that's come out? Did we already look at that? I feel like we might have. I feel like maybe we did already. Mode Encore made me fall in love again. Oh, dude. Mode stuff, definitely a fun experience building. Definitely agree with that. The Songo 60 for me, I love that little thing. Dude, that's a sleeper board. I still think that's a sleeper board, dude. That didn't get the attention it deserved. I think towards the end it maybe did, but... Hey Alex, for stabs, when do you choose to use 205 BDZ dielectric? I have like a whole list of what I've discovered on my website, Eamon. So I would say, like, if you want some good suggestions, like, that's kind of where. But, like, it's just tolerances. But I don't really know all the time. I kind of have to make mistakes to find the answers to those things. So it's not something I can give you a straight up, like, rule of thumb. It's just kind of trial and error. But I would say always just, if you're unsure, 205. If you're really unsure with things, don't overlube. Overlubing ain't good. January, I Dremel my aluminum plate into a half plate. Really? Did you mean the San Geo? Listen, do I look like Tim Keelis? Do I look like Tim Keelis to you? He hasn't been the same since that day, Insty. He has not been the same since that day. Who was it that called him out on that? Was that Burbs or Frank? For real, for real? Well, the Manta come pre-lubed, huh? Burbs, yeah. He like casually called him in on that too, right? That was funny. Good time. Oh, by the way, guys, Mr. Tim Keelis reached out to me, and he asked if I want to. I don't know when, but we're gonna schedule maybe the podcast back up. So if you guys were interested, it's not really about keyboards, but if you guys were interested, we might start that back up again. Probably will, not might. Just depending on what day. Why did Alex sound offended when he said he looked like Tim? That's because me and Tim have an ongoing joke of just disgust with one another. Was the Rukia Round 2 group buy the origin for the ice cream machine meme? Yeah. So, Rukia Round 2 was quite some time ago. I would think I was new to streaming around that time. Like, I wasn't super well established myself. But I remember watching, story time if you guys want. I remember watching everyone else get really hyped up for the Rukia Round 2. And I also bought one. And I was like, hell yeah, everyone else is saying this is a great keyboard. I want in on this really cool keyboard, so I also picked one up. And I don't mind telling you guys this now, because at the time, like, I was so confused because I've never been. That was my first group buy I was part of. That was a failing group buy, and I bought it, and I remember I was in a call with some friends, and I don't remember everything about this call, but I remember hearing that the person running it, so Mint Autumn was the vendor, had made a post somewhere saying that they had to redo some of the PCBs because the PCBs had the silk screening on it backwards. And I remember going, huh, that's weird that we're at this stage of the group buy and it's due soon and we're only worried now about the PCB QC. And then they said we're delaying the Rukia because of that. And then I remember being in a call with some friends, and then somehow, I don't remember how, but I think it was Jack Static was his name, was in the call with us. And I remember asking him, I'm like, oh, can't you just ship out like my unit with the wrong PCB? And he was like, no, I can't, because it's just like, you know, it's against what I want to send out. And I'm just like, all right, I guess I'll just be patient. So then it fast forward a few months, and then suddenly the PCB thing never happened. Apparently there was a new problem. Apparently the keyboards were stuck in a skiff. That's some, like, basically, to sum it up, I don't remember all the details about this, but essentially he was like getting stuff done in like a military area or something. And that's when everyone started going, all right, this is getting kind of weird. And then it was like excuse after excuse after excuse. And again, this is my first failing group buy, so I didn't know what to do. This is not me as like a content creator. I was just a customer. And I ended up just getting a refund. Luckily, I was one of the very first people to be like, I want a refund because this is kind of weird. And luckily I got it. And I think a few other people got theirs too, but like I had like really close friends not get any. So just like strange all around. And then I don't remember where the joke of the ice cream machine came up, because I think he had purchased an ice cream machine. And I think that was the running joke at the time, that like he didn't have funds to do the keyboard because of the ice cream machine. But just a weird overall experience. And that was one of my first failing group buys that I was part of. But I think it was like a worst case scenario failing group buy. Like that wasn't just like a, hey guys, things went wrong. That was like a, we're lying blatantly to your face kind of thing. So just a very weird all around. Hey.
Chatham, Ontario, 1962. A Greek immigrant had a big brain idea and put pineapple on pizza. Samponopoulos, the founding father of OS++ ranked tier pizza option.
Are you guys into, is everyone here into pineapple on pizza? Hot takes. I would love a video of you just talking about crazy things that happen in the hobby like this. Believe it or not, there's not a whole hell of a lot that I've been involved in personally, but there's like maybe 2 or 3 absolutely bonkers stories. That's one of them. But most of the other stuff's just kind of like stupid decisions people make. Hawaiian-based salty and sweet. Yeah, I don't mind it personally. It's not my first choice. My very first group buy was also my very first buy of GMK set via Bordeaux. Mexico, I charged back. Dude, Mexico situation is actually so shitty. I never really got to know them. They were a vendor that kind of popped up, did super, super, super well. I never really got to interact with them much, but then I feel like it was like blink of an eye. They were super big. And then they kind of just like fell from grace. So, pineapple on El Pastor tacos. Oh, dude, literally top tier. Absolutely top tier, dude. Absolutely. Mexico almost kept me from getting an XOX70. I know, what a shame too. It's a beautiful board. Pineapple on pizza is something I order when I've had a long night drinking and it always hits. Dude, I've been craving pizza for like the last like week and a half. I've been trying to tell my girlfriend I've been craving pizza, but like she's not in the mood for pizza. So I'm sitting like just waiting for the day. I'm just waiting for it. Honestly, ordering pizza in Toronto anyways can kind of get expensive anyways. So I've been just waiting for the day we're all into pizza. Now, honestly, Insty, ordering a single pizza, even from their apps, is just expensive, man. And I don't really live near like a pizza place that I love, so. I have a Sat75, but I can't solder, so I bought a Sat75x just for the PCB. Glad the PCB is backwards compatible. I'm surprised they don't offer just the PCB solo on their website, but I'm glad that worked out for you. Does YouTube chat work? Yeah. Absolutely it does. I'll get you a pizza at the Toronto meetup. I'm excited for the Toronto meetup, man. I'm super excited. Alright, let's pop these guys in. These are screw-ins? Oh, they're TX screw-ins. These are fun. A good pita? Dude. We had pretty good Thai food because we were out late. Actually, yesterday, we had to do a lot of errands. And then we got home way later than we were supposed to. So we actually ordered food. And we got some pretty decent Thai food. I forgot the place we ordered. It was a new place. But it was really good. But dude, honestly, the only thing I order these days, the only thing, my usual go-to, shawarmas. That's it. A, because they're cheap. And B, because they fill me up. I don't get anything else via ordering these days. Everything else kind of feels like it's marked up. But shawarmas, they don't feel like they're marked up at all. And that's why I like them. Dude, honestly, they kind of are a comfort food for me too these days. I will admit they are a comfort food. Let's see. I would send a New York slice over to you, but the cost would be more than $1. There'd be some tariffs on that. I don't think we could do that, man. As much as I want to take you up on that offer right now, I think there might be a few tariffs on that. When it comes to wrap food, you can't beat a donair. I haven't had a good one in a while. That's another food I need to go out and grab again. Let me take you out for pizza at NK. Dude, actually, I only know this because Mike's showed us. There are some pretty good pizza places in Morgantown. I've enjoyed the few pizzas I've gotten there. Well, Novelties doesn't have pizza, but Morgantown does. Morgantown has some pretty good... Actually, okay. Morgantown in general, in my humble opinion, I've enjoyed most of the food places I went to. I really like most of the... I thought NK was North Korea. No. Novelties. No, Novelties itself doesn't have the pizza. Sorry, guys. I misspoke. Morgantown. But yeah, Morgantown actually has some pretty good food. Dude, I've been craving Von Blaise. Dude, Von Blaise is good. There's some other really good places in Morgantown. I'm kind of excited to go back. Yes, I'm really excited to see everyone, but dude, there's some pretty good, like, I'm kind of more excited to go try some food. There is one place that we had this... we had one really good sandwich. I don't remember what place it was, but I was like loving the sandwich I got there. So, Morgantown's an interesting crevice of America. Yeah, like, I'm a city guy. So like when I went to Morgantown, it definitely has a totally different vibe. That was my very first time traveling outside of Canada, was going to Morgantown. So it was an interesting experience all around. Good people, good food. I enjoyed it. It was a good time. Where did I put my... There it is. Any experience with a meal delivery service? Got a Unikeys package coming by them? Oh... I feel like that's one of those companies... I don't even want to make things up. I have no idea, Lugs. Where are you located, Lugs? What about the time you took a vacation and getting lost in my eyes? Damn. All right, Fried. God damn, brother. Near Hamilton, Lugs. I think that might be a local service, and I think Unikeys uses like a service in which they hire local services. So I'm honestly not sure. Honestly, I'm really uncertain. Cooking on a Monday? I know, for real. Wait, was there foam that I was supposed to put in this build? I didn't see any foam. So nice.
Chatten number 39, S always a simp for Alex.
Dude, thank you very much, anonymous person who picked up a hoodie. I can look later and actually see who got it, but I guess they didn't want to be known. Thank you very much. Appreciate. I hope you enjoy the hoodie. It's about that time where hoodies make a comeback. I'm telling you guys, I hate the heat. I despise it. So I cannot wait for hoodie season. I can't wait. I'm not a big foam guy. Okay. Yeah. I don't think we should use it either. I really don't. Plus, I don't think this has any foam anyways. What keycaps going on this board? Bento. Bento is... Oh, God. These are the clear gaskets. It's going to get colder. I know. I'm so excited. I was like 31 degrees today. I'm melting. Dude, it was so hot today. I hated it. I just like don't like feeling sweaty. I hate it. It makes me feel very like unwanting to do anything. So, is there a key meetup at Novel Keys in Morgantown soon? Yeah, in about 2 weeks. Geon screwdriver case looking like a Gundam. A little bit, yeah. I just want to lie on the bathroom floor. I hate it, dude. I can't wait to just sit there in the cold with a hoodie on. I like feeling cold. Actually, feeling cold makes me feel more energized. I have always said that. Hey Alex, have you built the Gray Studio BD60? Yes, a while ago. I don't think I have that unit anymore. I think that was also given away. Oh, by the way, I had no time to do shipping for giveaways today, so I will do double the amount tomorrow. Tomorrow is a little bit of a lighter day for me, so today it was just like catch up on everything. I don't know why it was so busy for me today. I liked most Gray Studios stuff. I will admit though, I think that was one of the odd Gray Studios things that needed a little bit of foam. In more recent projects from Gray Studios, they've been really good about not needing like both foam and stuff like that, so. This goes here. And it would be from Florida? What happened? Where can I find details? I'm in Virginia. I think the tickets have already sold through. But if you do want to keep up with stuff that's happening in Morgantown, Josh, highly suggest just hopping into the Novel Keys Discord. They're the company that runs out of Morgantown, so they sometimes even have, like, they have an actual physical store there as well, but they only have certain times in which they open. Oh, never mind. If you want to, there are still last call tickets you can get, Josh. Apparently there are tickets being sold right now. I thought those got taken down. That is my bad. This stab is weird right now. What is wrong with this stab? I see. Okay, little common thing. See this right here, guys? Wrong. This is gonna make your stab not work or sound bad. Always make sure these are full through. That's just a my mistake thing. So we always wanna make sure and double check. Is someone from Florida going to the NK and can take me in their luggage? Damn. I don't think that's possible to have Annette and Adam in one room, though. Aren't they the same? I'm pretty positive that's not a real allowed thing. That's... What about Avo? Avo 2. Well, Avo hasn't said anything today. It's possible just with cages? Damn. The troll continue mode collapse? The multi-trollverse would just fall into shambles. What would we do? I don't know. Ava and I are sharing a room, not beating the same person allegations. Alright. So, next up, pretty positive we have to install the screen first. Let's do that first. Would you recommend the Constance TKL for a top mount? Yeah, I like the Constance. It was good. No, tonight's not a solder board. Although, I actually thought I was doing the F1 today, and my solder got delayed from Amazon. So I ran out and went to go buy solder today. So I picked up a whole bunch of Electrosol solder. But all in all, happy little, not mistake per se, but happy little thing that I did that anyways. Glad I picked up some of the solder I actually like using. Was there something else I had to install on this? I don't remember. I don't think so, though. I think it was literally just push this down into place. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, tomorrow we'll do an F1. I'm going to do most of the cleanup for the F1 off stream tomorrow, then we can reassemble it. So basically the work I have to do for the F1 is clean the switches, stabilizers, and maybe even re-lube them. So it's a little bit more of a job, but tomorrow we'll get a little F1 build. I just didn't have all the details I needed for the project today, unfortunately, guys. So tomorrow we'll do that. Oh, I guess I could have waited for that later. My bad. Let's grab a plate fork and our Gateron Quins. What's a good TKL board with top mount at $400 to $700 range? I don't know what's in stock at the moment for TKL top mount, but you know what? A decent TKL that I feel like you'd really enjoy if you just wanted to wait for it to come out would be the maybe the Tofu. Just wait for those to re-release. I feel like those are a damn good price. Oh, the Valora is still available for sure. The Valora is a fun pick. I'll do that out there afterwards. Actually, I need to message Manoli about something really quick for videos. 1 second, guys. Where's the backspace on this board? I haven't set it all up. Alex, true typing? Yeah, with one finger. Always. No, I switched the Manta out this morning. I was using the Bauer EC, and right now I'm using the Seabass TH. I don't remember what switches are in here though. Oh, milky yellows. Truly endgame? Absolutely endgame. People wish. They look at me and they say, but how does one do that? How do I achieve that level of typing? These are Retro Zuyin. Quinn switches are fantastic. I've been told. And by the way, Adam, to answer your question, I think you asked me before. Dude, I think these... I put 3203 on these. These with lube, not the stock lube, way better. I wish I kept one of them at least. No, I did. I think I did keep one unlubed. Did I? I think it's just this one. So here's an unlubed one. Although, again, Gateron lubing is very inconsistent. Unlubed. And then lubed. So, to me, I don't know if you guys are picking it up. The unlubed ones, this is the unlubed one. the stock lube, I should say, has this weird like ping slash squishy noise, and then the lubed ones are more full. Oh no, these were factory lubed, but they're very inconsistent. They're very, very inconsistent. Stock Quins are pretty rough. I had to do a lot of work on mine. Yeah, I think they're awful. I think they're terrible stock. Did you lube the legs to mitigate leaf ping? I lubed behind the leaf. So that's usually my go-to with switches that I notice even a slight bit of ping. So that's what it is. Yeah, a bit of squish on the bottom. Yeah. Well, it's weird. I don't get why Gateron does this, right? I was looking at the switch springs. They put a little bit of lube on the stem itself, but then the springs, for whatever reason, Gateron just runs them dry. Like they're literally like there's nothing on them. So it's like a half-assed lube switch. But then I remember I was going through these, and it wasn't a lot. It was only like maybe 4. But 4 of them basically had no lube at all. And I don't know, to my ears, it was a night and day difference putting a little bit of lube on these. Night and day. So, how did I clean them? I just dry brushed them off. I kept a clean brush next to me, which is that Geon brush that I have. So this is the clean one I have, and I just wipe off all the lube, and then I wipe this brush and clean them. I find that's like perfect for what I need. Honestly, though, Adam, there wasn't a whole hell of a lot of lube on them anyways. I really want to try HMX Tactile since I have their linears. Apparently people say they're good. I haven't tried them myself quite yet, but I've heard amazing things. I accidentally got factory lube Nixies and the lube in the hole. Oh, dude, factory lube Cherry is legitimately, I think, the worst company to do factory lubed anything. In fact, I think Cherry would have a better time if they just didn't lube their switches. I think the switches feel better. And there's no world in which I think Cherry stock lube is good. No new MX2A stuff lube is absolute trash. In fact, was it Annette or Adam? I don't remember who. That posted the photo of all the lubricant in the bottom of their switches. Same thing, honestly. Annette. Okay, it was Annette. Annette, can you link me the photo? Like DM it to me, and I want to show people. I mean, the MX2A mold for the Nixies, getting them dry and modding your own. Oh, you can get them dry. Like you can buy them dry, I think. Cherry lubing should just be on the hub. I know, for real. I just don't get Cherry's like unwillingness to make that whole process better for people. Kind of weird. Akko Cilantros you vouch for? Dude, I've heard good things. I've heard really good things about Akko Cilantros. Ticket just bought, thanks man. Hell yeah, dude. Might have missed that from earlier, but and it's probably tired from me pinging him all the time to post the MX2A splooge pictures. I should buy a plate fork. Bro, honestly, they're a few bucks. If you have a 3D printer, you can print your own. They're one of the best tools. Outside of your standard stuff, for just convenience sake, insane. Alright, let's see. Alright, I will show you guys. Okay, I'm gonna expose our DMs, but there's nothing important in them. Window capture. This one. Okay. L mod. What happened? All right, check this out, guys. Check this out. Here, let me make this bigger on this screen so you guys can see. Kate, you know what's crazy though is I've also had one or two bad ones like this. I've literally also had them like this too. Never as many as Annette got though. Annette literally got like, was that all one batch, Annette? Holy Discord noties. I had 10 just this batch. Are those your recent ones or is that the older ones? Older one? Okay. Yeah, I've also gotten a few like that too. Never as many as he did though. It was only ever like one or two that were literally, I had to throw them out. There was a client batch that I got that had like 3 of them once that were that bad, but the worst part is that the dry ones cost more for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. That's another thing I don't understand. Like I said, Cherry is, I don't know. They're all over the place, man. I love their switches. Love them. But oh my god, dude, their QC and stuff is terrible. How do half plate builds compare to plates and plateless ones? I mean, best of both worlds. A lot of the times the plateless builds sound really good on alphas, but can make really deep modifiers. What I like to do is the half plates give you those deep alphas and brighter modifiers. So it's like best of both worlds situation. You get the fun alphas mixed in with fun mods. Does the MX2A mold for Nixies better than the MX1A mold? I think the MX2A stuff in general is just more well received. Although the OG Nixies that they made with the, well, not OG Nixies, but the newer Nixies, the MX1s, they're fine. Or M1Xs or whatever, they're fine though. I've only ever tried like 2 batches of the new ones, Matt, so I'm not too sure if the new ones are like that bad, but they've been fine for me. This will shift around a little bit, unfortunately, Adam. It doesn't really have a way to lock in place, so there's going to be some shift here. Once the case is on it, it shouldn't be able to move though. Also, whatever happened to palm plates? Palm plates still exist. I think more people realize though PP plates are just more up their alley. Plus, palm has some weird side effects when shipping. I noticed that some of the palm plates would like shrink. I've started using a spare lube brush to clean off factory. Yeah, that's what I do. It's nice. I don't dip it in isopropyl. You gotta be careful dipping the isopropyl mixed with plastic because it can make the plastic essentially melt. You just gotta be a little bit careful doing that. I probably would avoid that if you're not super experienced with it, but excited to mod KS3 Milky Yellows, just ran into 50 gram springs halfway. Oh no, dude, 50 gram? Nice pairing with the Milky Yellows. Absolutely nice pairing, dude. Absolutely nice pairing. Just saw a CF plate to support step caps. What happened, Ryan? What's my favorite plate? My favorite plate is probably always going to be aluminum. Always going to be aluminum. The dinner plate? Damn. Honestly, a plate of food. Bro, hesitate like it wasn't aluminum 100%. Honestly, it's always aluminum. It's always alu. MX Black and alu just never misses. Dude, it's so true. It's a classic combination. Now, I don't remember which switch goes which here. I'm pretty sure you can do either one. But I guess for the sake of doing this for funsies, let's just do this one use on the bottom for now, I guess. Gives you an extra key. This is a 6.25U. But I think this side doesn't get affected. I'm pretty sure this side is the side that doesn't get affected at all. Oh, this is a fixed plate. I didn't even realize that. Good thing we didn't do 7U. I don't know if you saw, but I came across an Apple review site and I got influenced to source the #1. Oh, dude, I saw that. A legit Apple review site. So what's the #1? It's Sweet Tango apples? Where did you find those? That's what they're called? Can you link that to me right now, Steve? Would you be so kind as to link that? Cosmic Crisp doesn't sound like a real Apple name. Honestly, Cosmic Crisp is low-key overrated. I bought them because they were on sale, and they're kind of expensive even when on sale. Like, they're like normal price apples. Sweet Tango. It's a Honeycrisp X Zestar. I've never even heard of Zestar apples. So where's the actual like list? How apples are ranked. Honeycrisps are #2. Honeycrisps are good. Pink Ladies are good too. We've been actually buying Pink Lady apples because they've been on sale. It's a real shame that my Granny Smith or whatever they're called apples are not super high ranked. What a shame, dude. Have you ever looked into the quality of lubing switches or lubing services like LumeKeys? Yeah, they're all great. Like a lot of those places are great. LumeKeys seems really good. There's another one that I used for a client recently that was good too. Like they sent me in. I think my always worry about smaller brands like that is, I don't know. I always have this worry that like just one day they'll stop because I've seen so many like service-based things just like stop. But yeah, I think LumeKeys has been around for a while. I think LumeKeys is a recommend for me. Oh, did you add them? That's cool. Got some free ones from them. Are your pictures like the Falsa Round 2 on a kitchen counter? No, they're actually on a cement block. Like legitimately, it's a cement cube. It's meant for furniture. Like it's a furniture side table. But I ended up finding a, long story short, it was a sale for clearance items that no one was buying. And I bought it because it was, the original price was quite expensive. Bought it, came in, it was picture perfect. Then I realized after a while, like, you guys can't see because I edited it out. The cement side table ends up wearing really quickly. So it has just a lot of like micro scratches, even though I treat it like gold. Micro scratches, it has like things falling off of it, like it chips really easy. So you just gotta be super careful with them. But yeah, it's a legit concrete cube. Yeah, I think it's cement basically reinforced with like, you could just resurface it. You're right. You literally could. So I could literally do that. All right, let's open this bad boy up. It's kind of sick. It's a really cool cube. I just wish it wasn't so expensive. They don't sell it anymore. If they did, I'd buy another one, but I've seen some other cubes just like it, and some people sell them for like $600+ minimum, and that's for the crappy ones. God damn, there's a lot of screws on this. I forgot how many screws there were. Random question, but do you have jewelry ring brands you ever reach out to? Show off some rings during sound tests? I am legitimately, guys, I'm the worst at reaching out to brands. I don't know how to. I feel very awkward doing so, and I don't think I was ever meant to be some sort of like influencer type thing, because I'm terrible at reaching out to people. But I'm lucky that it works in the keyboard hobby to some degree, because you know, it's whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could probably reach out to people to help with the stream and outside of keyboards, but I just don't know how to do that stuff. I am terrible at it. She had a guy for that? I probably should. Some people have suggested I get like brand managers and stuff, but I don't know, man. I'm content where things are. Trash Can, thank you so much for the tier 3, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Chillest vibes. Thanks, bro. I try my best. Adam can be my brand manager? Honestly, maybe. I'm surprised you don't have an editor. Manoli edits for me sometimes. He edits about 2 videos a week. I edit mostly everything else outside of that. But yeah, editing videos are something I literally do not have time for, unfortunately. So that was something I needed help with. I couldn't do it. 12 milky yellows per hour? Oh my god, owl. Cannot speak. Damn. Manoli visuals. We gotta love Manoli. Alright, let's put on some gasket things here. So, this works like the Icky 68, if you guys remember. This has like little things you remove for the gaskets. I'm gonna put them all on and then we'll just remove them as we need. You could have a super chill, super part-time assistant who you can get really comfortable with to handle brands and stuff. Basically, just do all the stuff you don't like. Yeah. Honestly, like, I probably should. But I'm also just super bad at all this stuff. Like, I don't even know how to start with that, you know, like... Remove the side ones and avoid the space bars. Well, I'm going to just put it all on for the customer. You know, for our client today. And then, got so much dust in here. And then we'll just go from there. Honestly, last stream I was shocked you didn't have a dedicated office space to keep stream separate from home. I can't afford that. The honest truth is, like, I just can't afford doing that stuff. I don't know how other, like, people do it. I don't mean to, like, woe is me sympathy, but I just don't get it. Like, the cost for those things, on top of just, like, managing a, you know, like, life payments is just, like, crazy to me. So, I don't get it. I don't know how this is going to sound. We'll make it sound good. Don't even worry, my friend. Like, no flame. I mean, yeah, to a degree. Life is expensive? Yeah. It really is. Existing is expensive? Yeah. Keyboards are also quite niche. So unfortunately, some people don't work with keyboard people. Facts, I work 80 hours a week and, like, I don't understand how people have so much stuff. Yeah. I was literally talking about this with my, like, a friend the other day. And, like, he works a lot of hours, I work a lot of hours, and we're just, like, confused sometimes. But then I think a lot of the time, too, it's, like, bad to compare, obviously. But then I do think that a lot of the times with social media, I think a lot of people take out, like, loans and, like, they finance a lot of the luxurious things that you see, and you don't really realize that. Like, they're also super in debt, you know? I just don't want to be in debt. To keep the cost down, I try not to exist most of the time. Bro, same. I go into, like, a little shell. Yes. Listen to Insty. Do not, guys. Absolutely do not. Alright. Can you remove these bottom ones here? I think so, right? Let's somehow remove these two out of the equation. Probably have to just tweezer them out. There we go. Here's one. And 2. So we'll leave those installed, like we'll have the things on them, but we're just not going to put that in quite yet. All right, let's put these. Appearances can be so deceptive. Yeah, man. Dude, I'm telling you, that's why, like, it's not for nothing.
Frick you do.
Try not to follow. Dude, Violet, thank you so much for the tier 1. That's why I try not to follow a lot of, like... Kate. hate admitting this. Okay, I've also been slightly interested, I guess, in some of like the home decor influencers and not influencers, but like content. And I'm always thinking like, man, I can never ever get my space to look like some of this stuff because I just have so much stuff, like work stuff. And I think like, man,
oh,
how
my
do these
Twitch
people
Prime
operate?
is ready again.
Thank you, Confused. Thank you, dude. Like, sometimes I think like, oh man, like I must be doing something wrong. Like, where are people storing their things? They must have a huge home. And then I saw this piece of content. Dude, I swear to God, it was like the best take I've ever seen. And I didn't even think about it. I can't remember the piece of content. I wish I could remember it. I should have saved it. But the content was basically, right now, like a lot of people, like one of the bigger trends is just like looking at other people's homes and then just, it's never achievable. And that's kind of like the toxic trait that's happening to a lot of people right now. He used a specific word, but it's essentially super
Hi,
toxic.
Alex.
For
Love
us to
you
look
a
at.
long time.
Tayway, thank you so much, man. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the love. Tayway, Confused, Violet. My keyboards are stored in these things here. It's not pretty. Insty's seen it. Insty's laughed at it. It's not pretty at all. I don't have great storage for them. And then you guys only see a little bit of the desk, which, okay, in retrospect, like the desk is not here. You know, I'm not afraid to show you guys. This is the desk, right? It's not terrible, but it's also not like the most organized motherfucker in the world. That was just a keycap. It's not like super bad, but there's just a lot of stuff on it. On a normal day, it gets taken off, but during a keyboard build, it's like really chaotic. It's not curved, man. Come on, bro. But it's not terrible. It's never super, super, super clean, but yeah, like outside of that though, there's everything everywhere. I don't have room for anything. The room I'm in right now is like 250 square feet, maybe, on a good day. But yeah, it is bad. And I think I've stopped looking at a lot of interior stuff because I realized, dude, the comparisons I was making was so bad. I would low-key kind of like, I would kind of beat up on myself being like, dude, what am I doing? Like, why do I have this? Like, I need to start being more minimal. And it's like, no, that doesn't work for everyone. So why am I forcing myself to do that? The light bar behind you is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Thank you. Makes the room look bigger, yeah. What curve rating is your desk? Hey, man. It's not that curved. Shit, I don't think there's enough gaskets. Oh, no, there is. There's one extra gasket. Damn. Parabola desk when? These guys. What Artisan is out on your keyboard? Looks cool. It is a fully functioning watch keycap. It's called the Mio 1U watch keycap. I just keep getting more storage. I have shelves in every corner, basically along every wall at this point. Yeah, and I think, so, okay, that's led me to another, like, I wonder for you too, KB, do you ever feel like the need to remove things, or is it just like the storage suffices for you? Like, I'm finding right now this like want to just really downsize everything that I have, or not downsize per se, but just like, I guess downsize, just like get rid of things. And I think that's kind of almost where I'm at with things. Yeah, and I think overconsumption definitely plays a role in some of those things as well. Obviously, everyone's different. For me, it's not even the consumption part. I guess I just don't know how to get rid of some stuff. I tend to purge my stash once a year. Yeah, I guess I'm not doing it as often, which I probably should. Okay, let's do this first with no extra foam in the bottom. So if I remember correctly, I really like this with just a little bit of like foam in the bottom. Alex is out here keeping me locked into the stream instead of playing Expedition 33. Yo, my B. Cool. Dude, I remember when this board actually came out, the metal version, not this one here. The hype that was behind this board was insane. I have deep storage stuff and a lot that doesn't get touched for like 8 to 14 months at a time. At that point, I just sell it. Dude, that's literally what I need to do. It's just tough to do it, man. Like, I get when people say it's like hard to part with things because, like, yeah, some of it holds a lot of memories. You just don't want to like get over it. The deep Discord crash out over the Sat75 CKQ. I cannot read today. Yo, Marshmallows, what's up? Also, yes, I remember when this board was like the board to have. Like, you had to have this board or you basically weren't cool. And it's funny, I was always this board's #1 hater. Not this particular one, but the OG Sat75. Every time I build one, I'm like, I'm not a big fan of this, guys. But everyone loved it. I just hated the plate it came with. I always hated that brass plate that CK forced you to buy. You've been screwing forever? My bad, guys. Let me do it a little quicker. I still have my first discrete GPU from 2011. It's just in a box. It's fried. See, but that definitely holds a special place in your heart, no? That's tough to get rid of. Like, I'd be terrible. One good reason I justify buying more is to buy only when I can sell some stuff off. Yeah, dude, literally, we're in the same boat, me and you. That's how I kind of proceed with picking things up nowadays too. I did that with a few camera lenses. Like, I had to get rid of one or two to include one or two in my collection. But I was pretty much the same thing. Ooh. I have a feeling I might put a little bit of foam in here. Like the, what is it called? That, polyfill? Maybe some polyfill, but GMMK Pro is low-key Sat75 clone. I think everything Glorious did was low-key a clone. Or maybe high-key. Maybe it was just high-key always a clone. Now, I hate putting on these knobs. There we go. I feel like it isn't in all the way, but I don't want to break anything. There it is. Okay. Good enough. I have to move soon after living in the same house for 13 years. I've acquired so much stuff, it's overwhelming. Dude, even 2 or 3 years, that's when you just get a big garbage bag and you just start chucking things away. That is the unfortunate part about that. I've lived through that twice now. All right, let's get some keycaps. It's in the box, so just give me a moment. Unfortunately, the bag ripped. So let me just take out, yeah, the bag broke on the bottom here. So some of the keycaps went everywhere. So let me just grab them. Ugh. You just finished moving? Oh yeah, Ryan, did that, you said you were moving, I remember that. Did it go okay? Ooh, this is gonna be nice. Not messed up by Alex's standards. Listen here, dude. I'm almost surprised the 75X doesn't use leaf springs. I'm not. I think this was just done to keep things very, very low in cost and kind of flexible. You know, one of the few keyboards that looks good with bento on it. Bento's a tough set to use, but I think this works well. Bento slander? Yeah, this set is very divisive, I've noticed. Very, very divisive. Dude, moving with keyboards, by the way, not fun if you have a slight collection. I hate it moving with keyboards. Literal worst experience. Having to clean out a house of relatives or grandpas, you realize how much stuff people have acquired over life. Yeah, no, it's so true, man. How are you doing? Which 60 do you have on your desk right now? Yade, how are you? I'm using the Seabass TH right now. Oh, I guess maybe I need this page down, actually. I'm not sure. Bad part, the wife knows how many I have accumulated now. Because of the move, Ryan? Did you get side eyes the entire time? Out of curiosity? Dude, when we moved, so it's no secret. My girlfriend knows how much keyboards I have. Like, she literally watches the stream, so she understands like how many. But I think I knew how many I had. I don't think she realized the sheer quantity of keyboard parts. And it's not just because like I have keyboards. It's like work related things. The sheer quantity of keyboard stuff. And when we moved, I remember one of the things she's like, can you just give them away? No, not always, Ryan, but she's like, can you just give them away? And I think, so you guys can thank her for that. I think she's really inspired me to give like more than I was already giving back to the community. Mainly because, dude, sometimes I would just forget I have them. Like, sometimes it would be, like, in a hard shell case, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I forgot I had this. So I think she's been the big inspiration as, like, why the giveaways have been, like, more than usual. But yeah, when we moved, it was a big shocker. Even, honestly, even to me, to some degree, I was like, damn, I did not realize I had this much stuff. Did not realize. Giving back? Hell yes, dude. Always inspiring us to do better. Clearly a buying addiction, seek professional help. Dude, I know, right? According to Reddit. I know how much I fear, and I fear the move. Don't kill me, bro. Spacebar in wrong spot? Okay, you know what, buddy? You know what? You could sell some. No, I'm not gonna. So Atomic, truthfully, I think in the last 4 years of doing content creation, I've sold 3 boards. And I think even 3, I'm trying to remember, might be too much. It might actually be 2. I rarely ever get rid of the boards, like sell them. The only time I've ever sold them, so is realistically like if I'm I hate saying this because it makes me like so mad, but like if I'm contacted to do something and then someone's like, yeah, we'll pay, we'll pay you for, you know, doing this, and like, sweet, and then they send over a board and then they just abandon me after I do all the content. Those are the boards I'll usually sell, and it's only happened like, again, 2 or 3 times. So I remember one of the boards that I sold was literally just because like I was annoyed that they abandoned me on that end. And they're from companies who don't exist anymore. Outside of that, truth be told, everything's given away. I refuse to sell any of the keyboards because I'd rather just give them away to you guys. It doesn't really make sense. And also, I think it's really irresponsible if I sell them because some of them are just... If I buy the board, then yeah, I'm not including that in this. But I'm talking about things I'm giving as like content. kind of irresponsible because also a lot of this stuff is prototypes that have sometimes a lot of things wrong with them. So I think that'd be really irresponsible to sell them as like new. So I'm not really into that. So nice. Thank you, Spanksy. I appreciate the prime. And function. Yeah, here. Hello? Alex unaliving companies? No, they've done it to themselves. Coming in late, happy Monday, Regalicious, what's up, dude? Am I gonna be seeing you soon? I think so, right? I remember a few of those companies you talked about. Yeah, there's been brands who have just abandoned things, which is like, I don't know, some people, sometimes I talk about this, some people think you can like literally eat with like plastic keyboards. It's like, come on. Literally cannot survive off of just taking free content. I'm so excited. Can't believe how close it is. Yes, sir. Super close. That's integrity. I would kind of like, I don't know, single-handedly tanked MC. No, I did not. I want to get the Zoom 98 so bad since I have one numpad at work, but I'm wanting to save to buy one board. We haven't, but waiting for someone to buy one of my boards. Yeah, dude, I think that's really responsible. It's been several giveaways and no dubs. How high does my pity meter need to stack up? Dude, I don't know. You gotta ask Adam. You're tagging the wrong person here, Crummy. Adam's the guy who controls that meter, apparently. Thank you, Spanksy. I appreciate the prime, man. Always forget you have a prime, def deserve it. Thank you, dude. My eyes were open to how much I love keyboards when I created a spreadsheet. Dude, the spreadsheets, don't even get me started. The spreadsheets are dangerous to look at because then you really start to think like, damn, what am I up to? What have I been doing? Although I do recommend making one. I did at the beginning. Definitely cannot recommend one enough. A magician never reveals his secrets. Oh, damn. My friend is selling me his old LX60 Copper Edition. Oh, it's fun. Are you getting it at a good price? Actually, I have a few boards I'm putting aside for the Christmas giveaway. But like I said, I don't think it's going to be as crazy as the giveaway we just did. Like, I don't have, unfortunately, another Kohaku to give away. I am all out of crazy, crazy boards like that, so... I got the friend deal for sure. Damn, that is the friend deal. I haven't seen Bento Set used in years. Yeah, I never use it here. I'm so sorry, guys. I should probably use it more often. Take the ATA off your hands. Honestly, okay. That could be something because I actually was given a second ATA. So that could, I just haven't built it yet because I've been busy. Maybe that is something we could give away. That could be a crazy giveaway prize. Yeah, I don't think I told you guys because I literally forgot. This is what I mean, dude. Like, I just don't have like time to do everything. But we literally could, yeah. Well, the number 3 TKL is not mine. That's actually Novel Keys. That's wild as fuck, Alex. I'm sorry. I really want to get more interesting switches. As much as I love the standard 43 to 60 gram palm linears, my first board at Tactile, so they've always have a soft spot. Dude, get Gateron Type R's. They're like my new favorite thing in existence. I think this light's too bright. I think I need to turn that down. Don't even. Alright, meta. You know what, dude? We'll grab a set. Dude, they're so good. I love the Type R's. Ooh, this is actually pretty nice, guys. F12. Am I missing the 1U control and stuff somewhere that I'm just not seeing? One U control. Oh, here. One U control and one U alt I need. I guess I'm just not used to using them, so I skipped over them. Well, we're just gonna repair this bag really quick. Oh shit, this is like broken in 4 places. And then I'll put it in a... Well, I need to go find a new bag, but for now I'm gonna put it in here. Times are tough? Dude, honestly, I agree with that. You gotta reuse bags. Times are tough, bro. I really want to design my own GMK set, but I've been kind of busy with other products and other things that Bull and I have been working on. So, the GMK set it's there, but it's not like top of the list. I've been trying to also make it so like when I do collab on something like that, like I try my best to either make it A, super unique, or B, make it like the best possible. That's why like the granites took so long. That's why the manta took so long. I just want to make sure that like if I'm releasing something, it's like legitimately something I want to release, not just like pumping out a product just for the sake of pumping out a product. On the Type Rs, you notice a slow return? No, I have never noticed that on the board, or the Type Rs so far. I love that your products aren't just a product with a YouTuber attached to it. Oh yeah, I try to do everything like either from the ground up, or if it is a collabs thing, which is colors, it's something I truly believe in, so. Oh, let's plug this in. Damn. Wait, the Quins might actually be insane with this. Oh, do I need it? Oh, never mind, it turned on. I was like, do I need to put a battery or something in it? Okay, it's weird. It looks crooked, but it's not. I don't think it is. I think it's just my camera playing tricks in my eyes. I'm gonna double check anyways. I'll open that up later. You see it, right? I don't know. Is it just me? I'll have to open it up and just like tweak it, I guess. But it's gonna move around anyways. That's the annoying part. Maybe I'll find a better way to mount that for the client today too. Yeah, it's like this, right? Yeah. I need to figure that out. I'm already half blind. Well, it doesn't have a great way to mount, unfortunately. Like, it's still gonna shift around no matter what I do here. I didn't see anything else in the box. I don't remember if there's a better way to do this, but... All right. Shall we type on this bad boy? I'm excited to do this one, actually. This is going to sound nice. All right. No foam, Gatoron Quinn switches, redone with 3203. I did remove the 2 bottom gaskets just because I knew I wasn't going to like them. Take out an AirPod here. Wow. Damn. Impressive. I didn't spring swap these. I probably, honestly, we probably should have, just cause like consistency's sake. I do think the client These feel pretty good. I don't think these vary too much. But yeah, like Gateron springs are hit and miss. Although I've been fine. Honestly, I've done milky yellow batches where I've never spring swapped them and they feel great. But I would 100% relube these. I really would. I don't think Gateron does great pre-lubricant or stock lubricant. I think it's just all right. This sounds fantastic. This has a lot of character to it. It's actually a really fun sound signature for a plastic board. It has a brighter space bar, but like also leans into that plasticky fun like sound. Damn, really nice. I didn't know how the tactiles with plastic would end up, so I left that with you. No, I think this turned out great. This were a great choice. Genuinely really happy. I do think that if you're building it with this in the future, if someone's watching this and like wants to like, yeah, definitely get rid of the ones on the bottom. I do not think the bottom gaskets work in this board. Very consistent. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed, dude. Alex, your Discord's being magic again? What do you mean? My Discord's being magic? Also, thank you, Squirrely. I appreciate that. Thank you. My Discord. It's being magic, you said? Oh, Jesus, I just enlarged the... Let's see. Dang, Squirrely. It's so nice, man. That mean we're going to see full travel stubs? Ooh, maybe one day. I actually still need to use my stub stems. Lorem Ispum? Oh, I don't know. What the hell's going on in Discord? Thank you again, Squirrely Stub. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, man. I would say this is, for this board anyways, it's not crazy soft. I would say it's medium firmness. Yeah, medium, I'd say. I wouldn't say this is super soft.
Do you have any
though.
strong feelings about the Doom tactiles and big wig linear switches from Keep Front?
I have not tried the big wig linears, but I have tried Doom tactiles. I do think the Dooms were nice. But I haven't tried those other ones on me. But thank you so much for the Prime, man. Dooms were nice. I think still my favorite. Actually, these I'd like to try again, the Quins. I do think the nicest tactiles for me might still be Gateron Type Rs. But this is definitely up there. I really like this. I prefer rare firm. Yeah, a little medium rare firm. Just a little. But damn, color me impressed, guys. This is a very good keyboard. Very, very good. Wait, Oak, are you in chat right now, Oak? What happened? What? Hey Alex, what mouse are you using? It looks really clean. I love the wave. Jeez. Wise Owl, that's what it is. Wise Owl OGM Pro V2. That's the one. I got it from Desk Hero. No idea? Damn, okay, Oak, message me after. Well, I'll message you afterwards. That's stupid. I wonder why. Question, Alex, do you think DCS will become more popular and mainstream over the coming years? Not really. I don't really care for DCS. Okay. I don't think it will ever. Okay, honestly, I don't know. People could really like it and they could think it's like the best thing ever. I'm not into it. I think it's just okay. Like the sound profile isn't quite there for me. But I've also been told that DCS has like a very particular sound profile that like kind of is like ABS, you know? But yeah, I don't like, or not ABS, but like GMK stuff and like Cherry stuff. I just don't know. I don't think it's for me. So yeah, I think that it's gonna be one of those products that like you either love it or hate it. I don't think it's gonna fully replace things. So, Alex, for your commissions, do you do any custom work line like sanding or modding the PCB to fit in other cases? I have in the past. I'm not afraid to do so, but it doesn't always work. So it just depends on the use case you're trying to ask me to do for custom work. But the answer is yes, to a degree. I would say contact me and then we can figure out what's going on. I don't know if I can remove this knob with my fingers right now. I probably have to like really, to answer your question, probably really like fiddle with it. I don't like the way they tackled the knob on this. I do think they should have just gone with like the traditional screw route, but it is what it is. Nice though. I hope the client likes it. This is really nice. I am shocked with how much I like this. Very, very shocked. Also, in case you guys want to see this one more time, I can't wait to take pictures of this tomorrow. That is a sharp looking keycap. Honestly, this is still so pretty, dude. So nice. Very cool. I think the polycaps are slept on, to be honest. I have a seal set and love them. Oh, is that the one from Kinetic Labs? They're pretty good PBT. No, I didn't get anything with the screws. I only got told that the screws, other people didn't have a problem, and that it might have just been my unit. But it seems like no one else had a problem. So, yeah, we showed off the little bay one. Look at this thing. Look how cute this guy is. They, for lack of a better word, Nux Rocks didn't say so, but they may inferred that I had a skill issue. But I also think that it's impossible that I had a skill issue on 3 screws. But it's okay. We live and we learn, I suppose. First time actually being able to watch your live stream. What's up, Dent? What keyboard is that with the watch? It is the CBOS TH. Very pretty. Probably have to give it back soon. I'm here, but very fucking late. What's up, Josh? What are the keycaps on the 60? One of my favorite beige sets. Did I forgot the name of it? Retro Zuian. Did you see the CBOS CN? It has a panda on the back. Oh, really? That's cool as fuck. That is super dope. All right, though, guys. Pretty much the stream tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed their time here. We're probably gonna get off now and raid someone. But yeah, pretty fun time. Pretty fun. I'll be online again tomorrow, probably during the day, and then also at night. I'm not gonna promise the stream's gonna be tomorrow for the F1, just because like I'm gonna probably wake up tomorrow and like literally just start working on it immediately. But it will be sometime in the next 24 hours. I just don't want to promise midday. Maybe I'll just do it at night with after the Neo 80 CU. But we'll see. Yeah, Neo 80 CU tomorrow. I know a lot of people have been asking for that one. Neo 80 CU, and then what else are we doing? And then maybe the F1. So just keep your eyes open for streams. Maybe tonight, Adam. Honestly, I don't know. I think tonight is one of those nights where I want to clean up a little bit, take a shower, and head to bed. I actually, before I go, I went to bed at 11 o'clock last night. At like 11 p.m. So, dude, it felt good getting some extra sleep. That was my first time falling asleep before 12 in a long, long time, and I felt good. No, I want pizza, but I'm probably not going to get it. As much as I want it right now, no. It felt good. Enjoyed the build, for sure. Can't wait to try it. Dude, you're going to love this thing. Let's go find someone to raid. Alrighty, let's see who is online. Ooh, my back cracked nice there. Is anyone doing keyboards? Workboard hype? Hell yes. Thanks for your kindness. Thank you, Weesh. Good night, everybody. You guys are taking off now. Let's just go raid the ducks. You guys have a good night. Love everybody. Not the ducks again? Who do you guys want to raid? I don't really have a lot of people I watch on Twitch these days. Is anyone doing keyboard stuff right now? Okay, let's just raid the ducks. Fuck it, let's just raid the ducks. It's always fun to like feed them and stuff. I don't know, I think it's cool. I like those animal streams. I watch those sometimes actually, for real. Alright everybody, have a good night. I will, yeah, honestly, Crummy, you should. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya and love you all. Bye-bye.